So your 3D is not your problem. Your meaning making is. So let's say your specific person reads your message but doesn't reply. Well, your mind goes, see, I'm not chosen. You scroll past someone flexing their new car on Instagram, and the thought pops up, well, guess I'm so behind in life. Let's say you get a surprise bill in the mail. Maybe there's a part of you that says, well, of course, because I can't catch a break. My life's a whirlwind. So the 3D isn't doing that. You are. Your state of lack is. So you're not reacting to the event. You're reacting to the story you slapped on it. So the 3D is not the problem. Your meaning making is. And more than that, attaching to that meaning is the problem. So meaning making doesn't always scream, Sometimes it's sneaky. It can show up as, why hasn't it happened yet? Does this mean I'm out of my desired state? Maybe I need to do more inner work. Maybe I need to decide more, be more firm in my decision. So you assign meaning to the delay, the silence, the stillness. Because the state of lack cannot sit in neutral. It's got to explain. It's got to narrate. It's got to make itself feel important. And I know you like stories. So I had this one client, and one of the clients was wanting more money, right? One day he got hit with an unexpected expense, like a $300 car repair, like a repair for, some glass, I think. And immediately he's like, well, I'm not aligned with abundance. I must still have limiting beliefs, or the universe is punishing me. That's kind of what he was thinking. And then I asked him, could it just be a car repair? And he blinked, because it never occurred to him that it could just be neutral. But the state of lack, or the ego, cannot handle that. It needs to slap a storyline on everything. It's like when you watch a movie trailer and your brain fills in the entire plot before the film starts. It just does that. Only in this client's movie, he was always the underdog, right? Always the struggler, always waiting for the breakthrough. And guess what that creates? More waiting, more struggling, more underdog kind of moments. Because the story becomes the loop. And I know you like hearing some scripture quotes. So here's from the Bible. It says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, right? Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. Notice it doesn't say, as the 3D looks, so is he. It says, as you believe, so you are. Meaning it's not what's happening out there. It's what's happening in here, where you're assigning meaning and you're believing in that meaning. There's also another verse from the Bhagavad Gita, and it says the mind is restless, turbulent, strong, and obstinate. It resists control. Chapter 6, verse 34. Now, this is not an invitation to battle the mind. It's a call to see it, to recognize that, this is just the state of lack doing what it does, making stories. And here's another one from Tao Te Ching. It's paraphrased. So it says, well, when nothing is done, nothing is left undone. And the translation is, stop narrating, stop falling for the assigned meaning. Stop managing. The doing is the story, right? And you know that line from the Matrix where it says, "There is no spoon"? I'm sure you've heard it, right? So yeah, there is no spoon. In other words, there is no meaning, only what you make of it. So you're bending reality like Neo, but you're bending it with your stories. You could drop the story and let the 3D be neutral, but instead you keep bending the spoon back into suffering, right? Because a part of you is clinging to that story. And it's not a fun thing. And I've experienced this where things go wrong and it feels like, oh, I wasn't in the right state. Where lack of text means that from a person I like is like, oh, I must have slipped. Or like, oh, I'm not in the correct state. I should get back. But nothing was testing me. I was just assigning meaning and falling for the meaning because I could not sit in silence. And the moment I stopped falling for that narration, the flow returned, because the problem was not the 3D. The problem was me making it mean something and attaching myself to that meaning. So right now, just pause. Think of something that's happening in your 3D experience, whatever it is. Notice what story you've wrapped around it. Feel the weight of that story. Just get curious. And now ask, without this meaning, what is left? It's just neutral, still, free. And the 3D is doing what it does, but you're not carrying it. That's freedom. You're not the narrator. You're not the decoder ring. You're not here to interpret signs like their ancient hieroglyphics. Your awareness. And awareness, it doesn't need meaning. It doesn't need to explain why the specific person didn't text today, or why the bank account dipped, or why the thing hasn't shown up yet. It just is. So the next time you feel the urge to narrate the 3D, pause, breathe, see what's here beneath the story. Let the 3D be neutral, because it is. Because the 3D is not your problem, your meaning making is. And the moment you stop making meaning, you're free. And from that freedom, everything you truly want starts unfolding, including on what actions you want to take. They come forth from you. You're not second guessing yourself, and it feels natural, even if you have to take an insignificant action, because you can only connect the dots looking backwards, not forwards. And yeah, sometimes seeing through the story is hard, and that's where I come in. It's not so easy as well, like just leave your story alone, or like, drop the story when the story is repeating in a loop in your mind. That's where we have to investigate from a felt sense, not think about it. And so you can find my, coaching details, my video coaching details in the link below. And you can also, if you want quick audio messages to be on the go, I also have audio coaching. That's also in the link below. And if you want to relax your fixer self, then I have Unwind, the mini experience. And most of all, I would love to hear your insights, regardless of whether they're big or small. And I'll see you in the comments.